Right. Just want to bring the word today. It's about denying yourself. Uh, so let me get in a little bit about myself. I've been a selfish person throughout my life. Realizing that now today, meaning putting my needs in front of my family, my kids, my wife, putting things that aren't according to what God intended it to be is selfish. Holding on to like anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, selfish. Selfish not just to you, but to you're hurting your family and members of within your own, like your kids and stuff that they watch and see. And this verse has been hitting me about denying yourself. And I seen a guy in Lincoln who told me, you got to deny yourself. You got to pick up your cross daily and deny yourself. You're living selfish. Until you do that, you can't move forward. And I was like, what? Like thinking like, what? I didn't understand it. So I come to San Bernardino to the Way Church, and Pastor Marco says the same thing right out of my problems, and he's just like, look, deny yourself, pick up your cross, and I was like, wow, like. So then I started thinking and meditating on it. Deny yourself, deny yourself. Okay, no, no. Now my eyes are just open, like boom, like it just happens where these things that everything that's been blinding you, the way you've been walking through life, you're just blinded by things, by what people say, because you have all this junk inside you that you're not letting no one say anything or do anything because you just don't want to hear it, you don't want to see it. You're so used and set in a way to where it's about you. It's about you. You haven't overcome those things within you to let God really work in your life. And 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 I just want to share this verse with you out of Matthew 16 verse 24, and then I'll break it down to where. So Matthew 16:24 verse 24 says, "Then Jesus said to his disciples, 'If anyone desires to come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever desires to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Or what will a man give in exchange for his soul?'" So right there off the top, he's seen Matthew and all them in the boat, and they're fishing. He says, "Follow me." Now these guys in the fishing boat had all their life in that net because they were fishers. That's all they did. That's how they worked. That's how they provided. That's how everything. But he said, "Follow me." So as immediately when they released that net, uh, they gave it all up. And so I'm gonna follow you. Um, Myself is like when he said that, and I meditated and I hear it. It's like, what, put yourself away. Like, you've been through everything. You had a bad childhood. You had growing up. You've seen it. You're living it all out. It's time to stop. It's time to say, you know what, stop. Deny yourself. You know, yeah, it happened, but you know what, let it go. Let's move forward. Let God move forward in you. And let me tell you, it's a big old weight off your shoulders, big time. So when I deny myself, it was kind of like it's not about me, it's not about me. I got to put my kids first, my wife first, God first. He's the first person you put in order. Because when I'm not in order, the family's not in order. We're out of order. And if I don't have God first, then everything will just separate later. It might be good here and there, but it's not gonna work. It's never gonna work. No one can ever do anything without God. And I'm a testimony to that because I tried it on my own all 40 years and I could never do it. I could never do it. So denying myself, I really now I get it. It's like take up my cross, take up your word every day, and get on your knees and pray before you even go out that front door. Just get up and pray, Lord, our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Lead me not into temptation. Just deliver me from the evil one. Just like you're arming up because out there in the real world, things are gonna come. Temptation is out there. Just it ain't gonna go away. And the more that you're with God now, the enemy's gonna want to get you back because he knows your habits and he's gonna use those against you. He's gonna try everything he can to get back get you back because you were serving him. There's only two masters. Either you're serving God or you're serving the devil, and that's the truth. I've been serving the devil 40 years, so I know what I'm saying is truth in it, and to say it and to like you're in denial. So when you deny yourself and say, you know what, the problem was this, and that. Now we can go ahead and acknowledge it and try to solve it with the Word of God. Put God first. Because I wasn't serving God, I was serving the devil. That's the truth. Because the devil walks in darkness, lust, adultery, lying, stealing, hate, bitterness, anger, unforgiveness. I mean, all this stuff that's in darkness. That's who the devil is, and many people out there don't even realize they're serving the devil because they're just like blinded. And when you realize that that's what I was serving, you have a choice to say, you know what, I don't want to serve like, I don't want to be like that no more. I want to serve God, which is joy, love, peace, happiness. There's gonna be a little bit of time because our emotions are humans, but you're gonna find joy in it. Even when death occurs, we're gonna be joyful that that person, if they're saved, they're going to heaven. We can celebrate because we know we're gonna get there one day, man. It's like a burden to be off. Like you feel free, set free within your heart, within your mind. Like yeah, things come, but man, I'm free. I was up in the mountain for 40 hours, and then almost my last day, I get a phone call, and it was like boom, some bad news, and I'm like, man, feeling down on myself again. Like Lord, I'm here, up here in this mountain, I'm with you. Like why? Like I'm doing everything. I'm trying to do everything I can. I'm you know. But then the word came, and it was like, don't worry, that was the old you. You know, things are gonna come, but don't worry, that's the old you. You're a new man. You're a new creation. God said, once you give life, He gives you life. It's a new life. It's a new beginning. All old is passed away. God does not judge me. If I die right now, I'm going to heaven. I'm going to heaven, and I'm going to be with the Lord because He doesn't see my sins no more. He just sees me as a new son, like my. If I had my son was to go away and go off into this world and just lose it, it would hurt. But once he realized it and recognized his problem, recognized everything, he came back. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be loving. I'm gonna accept him, Lord. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. I'm gonna celebrate, and that's what it's about. When we come back to God, it's like He's happy. He's rejoicing. He's saying, He wants to just save us. I've been here all along. I've been with you all this whole time, and I was just there. I was just waiting for you to call me. That's it. So when I did that, it's just like a big relief off me, and I just give all glory to God, all glory to God. So, and what He means by whoever desires to save his life will lose it. So if you just want to live your life and just, I'm good, I'm good, whatever, then you're gonna lose your life. You're gonna waste time. You're gonna be wasting money. You're gonna be wasting chasing something that you can never be fulfilled. And that's what He means by for whoever desires to save his life will lose it. Now, whoever loses his life for Jesus will find it. And let me tell you, I've been living this life 40 years my way and doing things my way, and I only got prison, I only got hurt, pain, suffering. I had got nothing to show for nothing, zero, with that worldly thinking, with that worldly mind. I got nothing, nothing. And now that I got Jesus, it's like I feel free inside. The prison inside, I don't have to be in prison. I'm in prison myself, and now I'm set free. The stings came off. I remember a brother was up there talking about heart surgery, and he showed that he went through heart surgery, and he showed up his heart, the stuff they cut away his heart because it was so enlarged. And I looked at all that piece of me, all that stuff that was around it, and I was thinking like, man, that's my heart. Like that's my everything that was cut. All those layers of stuff that he was cut away was like my sin, my anger, my bitterness, my unhappiness, my adultery, my um, sexual immorality, my lies, this darkness, this bitterness, unforgiveness, all that stuff was just like, I was just like, that's my heart. That's what needs to be cut away, so I can be loved, so I can love others. I never respected myself because I was doing these things. I never loved myself because I was doing these things, and it shows in your character. It shows how you interact with people. The first thing I want to do is snap. That's not love. That's just like hate. There's bitterness in there. There's something down there that's not getting resolved. So when I denied myself and I picked up my cross and I said I'm not gonna live for myself. I'm not living like that no more. I'm disgusted with that way. I'm ashamed for I'm ashamed for that way and I'm not gonna go back that way. I'm gonna break that curse. I'm gonna break that generational curse that was given to me, handed to me, because my father implanted all this stuff in me, and all I did was just live it out. I just lived it out because it was natural. It was the way I learned, you know. So now when I said Jesus, come into my life, I don't want to be like that. I'm on my broken. I'm broken. I'm broken. Help me, fix me. And let me just tell you, it's been a few weeks now, but those 2 weeks have been pretty good. I still got areas and my marriage and stuff like that, but I have faith that God will restore things for me. If it's meant to be good, then it's going to be kept with me. If it's meant for harm, He's going to get rid of it. So all glory to God for that, and I just want to thank you guys for listening real quick. I just want to share this because I got to start doing this more and more uh, to build up the word and get people to know the truth out there. Like deny yourself, and you will be set free. And once you understand that, fully understand, denying yourself, man, you're gonna be moving. God's gonna move in you like never before, never before. So I just want to thank you. Give all glory to God and don't give up. Never give up. If you fall, get back up. And thank you guys. All right.